Yes, people, big up to everyone. Welcome back to another match reaction over here on Chic TV, where we pick up 3 wins on the bounce. 3 wins. You have not seen this person celebrate 3 wins under this manager. But we are doing it today, and I'm excited. I'm gassed. There are some things that we are going to discuss about this game, which I didn't like, and I'm going to be very critical about it. But majority of the things that I'm going to say about this game are positive. And I know you guys are probably tired of hearing Sheik be negative again and again, negative all the time, this and that. No, today I'm going to be positive because today was a good performance. Today actually was a good performance, specifically up until I would say around maybe the 70th minute. After that, we did kind of drop down a little bit and we conceded 2, I thought, avoidable goals. But we ended up scoring at the end, and Mbeumo makes it 4-2. We get the 4-2 win. We finally beat Brighton. Let me tell you this. We finally beat Brighton. We have not beaten these guys for the past 6 to 7 times that we've played them, be it home or be it away. So for us to get over the line off of a win at Anfield, to also beat another bogey team that we have, which is Brighton, over the moon, for sure, 100%. I think every United fan, for majority of them, would be happy about majority of the performance that we had. Let me get straight into the game itself. Lineup. Before I also do that, make sure you guys do remember to like. Shout out to Flawless for the raid as well. He did just raid over from the YouTube channel where he was running his watch along, where I was there along with Flawless, Vikrin, Eddie, and Steve as well. So make sure you guys do check them all out and subscribe to their channels and all that type of stuff. But yeah, make sure you guys do remember to like here, subscribe here too. If you have any questions regarding the game itself that you have for me, if you want to give any of your comments on the game itself, drop them in the comment section below and we will discuss them and I will bring them definitely up. Big up to everybody in the chat too. My bro YG, you absolute fraud. You never hit me up for 2K, bro. You said you'd be ready in 20-30 minutes. But anyways, after this match reaction, I should be about. So if you're about, let me know. He says, good evening, Kinder Mbeumo. He says Kinder Mbeumo. So that is very, very true. And we're going to get to that real quick. He says, whoop, whoop. Big up to my guy, the GOAT mod in the building. AJ, every single time. He says, big up Sheik every single time. I hope you're doing bless, AJ. I hope you're doing great. As always, please like the stream if you haven't already. It really helps me out. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please help. It will help me out. 7 likes. Let's try to get. We have 26 people in the stream currently at this moment. Let's try to get to at least 20 likes. Can we get to 20 likes? That's all I'm asking for. 20 likes. That's it. 20 likes. Big up to my bro Kanal. He says, big up. Amram also almost took away the 3 points. Thank you to the new players. You are very true, and I'm going to get into that as well because I was very, very critical about that, and I almost lost my head during the game. But we went 4-2, so we're here. Big up to Certified. He says, smash the like. Big up to my brother Certified. By the way, Certified, you dropped one of the best super chats I've seen. This was it. This past. No, it was the back again on Monday. That super chat that you dropped. It was fucking hilarious. I was watching back and I couldn't stop dying in that moment. Like I wanted to comment in the chat at that moment too. So big up to you, Certified, every single time. But yes, back to the game. No worries, YG. I'll hit you up. I'll shout you, bro. I'll shout you. Back to the game itself. So lineup. Let me pull up the lineups and stuff real quick too. It's not going to be too long of a stream as well, people. We're just going to quickly get into a discussion of this stuff real quick. Obviously, we'll be back for Mud Brothers and everything. Tomorrow, I'll see if I'm about for any like watch-alongs on Flawless's channel. I might be there. But let's see. Sofa score. But yeah, big up to all you guys as well. Cool. So lineup-wise, we only made 2 changes going into this game from the Liverpool game, which was Sesko starts instead of Mason Mount, and then Lenny Euro comes in place of Harry Maguire. So originally just based off of looking at the lineup, I wasn't too upset or anything about it. I think the lineup was like okay. Sesko, I think, should have started, which could have done a little bit better today, but he was part of one of the goals in our attack. He obviously did end up getting the assist. Let's see. I want to go to a different website because this shit is kind of pissing me off. It's like making my stream really slow, and I don't like that. Or maybe it's WhatsApp that's making my stream really slow. Yeah, that actually kind of fixed it. Okay. Cool. Let me share my screen real quick. Big up to Godfrey. Big up to Lucian, my bro. Every single time, make sure you guys go subscribe to Lucian's channel. If you haven't already, he does pro club streams. Definitely go support him, just like how you guys do support me. Cool. Here we are. Sorry guys, I'm just all over the place. All right, so we've got, so let's see, Brighton full page view lineups. Cool. So this is the lineups that we have on the screen, as you guys can see. So we went with Sesko, Mbeumo, and Cunha in our attack. We had Dalot and Diallo playing as Ahmad, playing as the two wingbacks. Bruno and Casemiro playing as the pivot. Euro, De Ligt, Shaw, and Lemens in our Euro, De Ligt, and Shaw in our back three, and Lemens as our goalkeeper. So only two changes, like I said, were made from the Liverpool game, which was basically Sesko in for Mount and Euro in for Maguire. And yeah, I think, like I said, I didn't really have anything against this lineup. I think the lineup was cool. I wanted Sesko to start. I probably, if I were to make a couple of changes in this lineup personally, I probably would have taken Dalot off. I probably wouldn't have started Dalot. I probably would have maybe started someone else over him. Maybe a Mazarawi, not a Mazarawi, maybe like a Dorgu. Yeah, maybe you could even do that. I would even a little bit would push towards maybe actually. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would just play. I'd probably just play Dorgu on that side, and then just start with Ahmad. But regardless of that, it's not like Dalot was at fault for any of the goals that we conceded. But there were a lot of issues where he gave the ball away foolishly, and just defensively was just making the same mistakes that he always does. So just for a little bit of comfort, I probably would have been okay with Dorgu. But Dalot started. We ended up winning 4-2, so I can't really too much complain about his performances specifically. Rest of the team, everyone was great. Everyone was solid. Like, when I say, if I were to praise, one thing I'll speak about in this game is our attack. And big up to Timu, because he just brought up this comment, and that's why I kind of want to get into that, is we need to start respecting Emram's squad selection. Mount and Shaw have performed and have been available this season. Dorgu and Xerxes are the reason we conceded. Fuck the ref too. Give Emram grace. Definitely. I think I do give him a little bit of credit. I do give him credit for this game for sure. One, because I didn't see us being Brighton. Two, because the lineup that he put out, in my opinion, was okay. Like, I didn't want to see Mount start, so I didn't really, like, I was okay with the lineup that he put out. Three, just the quality in our attack, which a little bit you could point towards just the fact that maybe it is just Cunha and Mbeumo who are, showing their quality and all that type of stuff. But even the rest of the team, playing Casemiro and Bruno in that pivot worked out well, because Casemiro had a very, very good game. Bruno, obviously, someone who I criticize from time to time on a very regular basis on this channel, had a good performance today. And I have to give him credit for that too, because, like, I'm not just going to sit here and be a negative Nancy, like YG said earlier in the chat, and just, shit on all the players that I just don't like. I don't have agendas or anything like that. I just speak it, realize it as it comes and what I see. And Bruno had a good game today, and I can't really fault him for a lot of the things that he did wrong. He was a part of a lot of the attacks that we had going forward. So Bruno had a good game today. Defensively, I thought De Ligt was solid. I thought Shaw actually played really good too. Shaw didn't really step a foot wrong in certain situations. He cleared well. He defended well. Was able to make the right passes. Didn't give the ball away foolishly. Shaw played well. Euro, on the other side, this is one game that I've seen in a very, very long time where I was like, it was not a good game. He didn't have a good game. There were a couple of times where I felt like he got skinned by Minte, and there was a couple of times where he got skinned by a couple of defenders. Most of the time, though, from a normal game, stopping the crosses, covering up the passes, all of that, he did very, very well. But in terms of his normal game, I think I've seen him perform a lot better than this. And I think even though those moments where he got beat and didn't really result in a goal, or I don't even think it really resulted in a massive chance for Brighton, but just those type of things you would want to just see a center back, especially him, who I rate so highly in our team. And I think he's one of our better center backs, shouldn't be making some of those, decisions like that. I'm not going to sit here and jump the gun or whatever and be like, Euro, we're concerned about him, this and that. I think Euro's shown me enough quality in the previous games where I can be like, okay, Euro, you had a bad game, you reset, you look at film, you come back into the next one, and we perform better. And that's the grace that I'm going to give him, because I think he's done well enough in our team in the past couple of games in the past season where I think he's earned that from me, at least, because he's been quality in some of the games that he has played. And yeah, the only really bad game that I can go back to was Southampton. And another thing I will say about the Southampton game is, after he had that Southampton game, the way he responded and the way that he It just got back from that type of performance with quality. I think right after the Southampton game, I think there was 4 to 5 games that the guy just didn't get dribble past, and that's a very very good response to adversity that you face. And I think that game was obviously one of his welcome to the Premier League moments, where even though it was Southampton, but that was definitely one of his welcome to the Premier League moments where he kind of got a feel for the pace of the league and all that type of stuff. Even though he played tougher opponents before that. He was injured for a while, but we played opponents before that, and he didn't really make a mistake. But that was his welcome to the Premier League moment. He recovered well after that in the next couple of games. I'm kind of looking at this game as the same way. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to recover well. I think he just was a little bit off pace today, which is fine. Some of our other players were too, but that's really it. And yeah, it's just like I have no problem in him turning things around. And do I think he's going to be an issue in the next game? No, I think he's going to be fine. It was a tough game. You wrap it. You just you take it to the chin. You watch film. You go back and you come out looking and you come out looking better in the next one. And that's really it. Since that Southampton match, big up to Matthew as well. Big up to my bro every single time he says smash the likes. Big up to you, Matthew, every single time, bro. Everything was going well, so well into the subs. We lost control of the game with Mbeumo and Bruno on the pivot. Amram tried to rescue it by bringing in Ugarte. Yeah, and I'm going to get into that a little bit too because I'll speak about the first half and the goals real quick. Since that Southampton match, he's not put a foot wrong, in my opinion, until today. He's been absolutely class and glad De Ligt is next to him. Completely agree to that comment, and completely agree. As soon as we made the subs, the wheels started to fall off. This manager is out of his depth. Yes. So we're going to get into this conversation now because I get asked this quite a lot. Are you looking at these 3 games? Are you still questioning the manager? Are you Ruben in? Are you kind of turning? Are you having a little bit more belief into this manager and all this type of stuff? And I think it's fair to ask all these things because a lot of people in football itself, in the football world, are reactionary. And I'm not going to lie, I've been reactionary at times. It's just kind of the nature of the sport that we're in and just the things that we're in. And I've tried at times to not be reactionary, but I think them asking these questions is purely based off of just being reactionary, which is okay because I understand. We've not seen performances like this under this manager. We've not seen us win 2 games in a row, let alone 3. So I completely understand why people would quickly want to jump the gun and be like, oh, are things starting to turn around, this and that. Let me tell you this. We are very, very far away from being a finished team even yet. Even under these 3 games, we are very, very, very long way to reach to that level, 100%. And Luman, big up to you. He says, Sheik, fans and content creators are excited, but I think we are still a very long way to reach that level. This is the thing. I'm not that excited. I'm excited about players in our team. I'm excited about these players that we have on our pitch who are showing the quality, and I'm happy because they're fulfilling the price tag that we paid for them. Today, right, if you guys noticed, 3 of our 4 goals came entirely from our attack. Entirely. When I tell you 3 of our goals were either scored by the front 3 or assisted by the front 3, it is that is the case. 3 of our goals were them. It was literally them. It was Sesko, it was Casemiro. Oh, not Casemiro, sorry. It was Sesko, it was Cunha, it was Mbeumo. Cunha, let me speak on him real quick. Absolute baller of a player. I am so happy we signed him. So happy we signed him. Like, genuinely. I think Cunha has changed my life. He's actually changed my life. Because in all these games where everyone was saying 007, 007, this and that, I backed him. And I said, yo, you guys don't really watch the games because you don't really know what Cunha provides to us. And at the start of the watch along, you guys can go back and watch this. Literally, you can go back and watch this. At the start of the watch along, I told the Mandem, I said, Cunha scoring today. And I had a feeling that he was going to score today. After the performance that we had against Liverpool, all of that, Cunha, just quality, bro. Like, I just literally, when I watch him play and I see him in our team, bro, like, I can't fathom words because it just feels like such a relief and like breath, like it just feels like fresh air. You know, you're getting fresh air in your attack. Not only, and I'll tell you this, and if you guys, I'm sure all United fans who are putting the comments in the chat completely agree with me. Bar the goal and just the shit that he does. He's just an absolute workhorse, bro. Absolute workhorse. Absolute workhorse. Running around. I see him running left and right. He's switching positions. He's all these type of things, bro. Like, he is just a quality player. And I'm so glad that we paid him. Paid every single penny is worth it for Cunha currently at this moment. I don't care how many goals he scores, whatever. He's revitalized my attack. And just looking at all the performances that he has, goals are coming, people. Goals are coming. Trust me, goals are coming. And we saw the first goal today, which, by the way, was a quality finish. Very, very good finish. But the goals are coming. And not only am I saying that about Cunha, but let me speak on the other attacker on the right-hand side, because the goals for him are starting to flow already. He now has 3 in 2 games. He now has 3 in 2 games. Cheek, your voice sounds like you are shrieking, but that aside, bro, could we be winning the... We're not winning the league. We're not winning the league. We're not really... We need to relax. We need to relax. We need to relax for sure. Big up to you, Madman, every single time. Wesley, big up to you, of course. We're not winning the league. We need to relax. Cheek, your voice. Yeah, we're not winning the league. We are not winning the leagues. This comment right here. We need to be very, very careful, because yes, we are slowly turning some aspects of our team around, and I can break down those aspects for you. Our attack looks far better from last season. Far better, of course. Far better, right? Oh, are you an Arsenal fan? Oh, I thought you were a United fan. I thought you were a United fan. I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought you were United fan. Facts, Kaneki, bro. Facts, Kaneki. And I was literally just speaking on that. But yeah, like, where was I in terms of the topic? Cunha, yeah, I was gonna speak on Cunha. So Cunha and Mbeumo on the right hand side, and Mbeumo has now 3 goals in 2 games. I think I will say this: I was a little bit critical of Mbeumo a little bit in that first half, because I think he could have done a little bit more of what he was providing. But in the second half, and even in that first half, he done well with the goals, and I think he recovered well with the goals. The goal for the final goal, the 4th goal, I think he made a very, very good run. I think Bruno did a very good dummy there, made a good run, and scored a good goal. I think even the other goal that he had was great. Like, he's just gets himself into good positions, and is just, again, another fresh, like breath of fresh air. Because even though I was okay with Ahmad playing on that right-hand side last season, having Ahmad and Mbeumo on that right-hand side, and that dynamic is great. Like, we saw that dynamic at Anfield, and why we were able to win and have so much of the ball on that right-hand side at times is because they were just great on that right-hand side. Today, too, I thought Ahmad was a little bit underwhelming in terms of the Liverpool game, but he was still not the worst player on the pitch, and he wasn't like the worst of the worst. He still kind of did his thing, and he got hooked, but he still definitely did his thing, and him and Mbeumo just linked up very, very well on that right-hand side. And even though I think Mbeumo could have added a little bit more to his game today, I'm still not going to sit here and say he was terrible. Mbeumo had a crazy game. Cunha had a crazy game. Sesko, I'll get to him too, got an assist for sure. Rest of the game, link-up wise, he looks okay. Some of the decisions that he should be making. The only thing that I have against him today, which I am very harsh on him for, because he is a striker at the end of the day, is he had 2 chances, and I think he should have scored one of those 2 chances at least. I think you guys know the 2 chances I'm talking about. The one chance was the ball played into him on the left-hand side, where he tried to shoot it with his left foot. Both the chances, he went for power. And I think it screams a lot of him in that game specifically, just wanting a goal, and he's like, fuck it, I just really, really need a goal. And I think he forgot about placement and all those type of things in those situations, just went entirely for power. But that one chance that he had on that left-hand side, where he hits it with his left foot, misses, went for power, it is on his weaker foot, cool, you can run him that. The second chance, where he kind of like goes past a player on the right-hand side, and he has nobody around him, and he can kind of look at the ball and set up the shot and everything, but he hits it straight at the goalkeeper. And I think it was just kind of like, you need to be doing a little bit better there. You need to try to be aiming for one of the corners. You need to be trying to hitting it low. You need to be trying to doing those type of things. And a goal was there for him. He just didn't take his chance. A goal was created for him, and he just didn't take a chance. And that's my criticism towards him. And it's very, very soft criticism. He should have just got a goal today. But overall performance, I think he was okay. I'm not going to sit here and say that he was great and he had an exceptional performance. He definitely wasn't the best attacker on the pitch. He definitely wasn't even the best out of the three. So with that being said, he still had an okay performance, had an assist for a goal. So more so, the overall picture is that I'm happy that our attack was part of the goals today. And our attack was the one who actually came up with a lot of the goals today. And it's just refreshing to see because you want to see your attack like this. 1-0 Brentford. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yo, we're above Liverpool, by the way, in this table. Currently, right now, we're above Liverpool. Actually, yeah, we are. We are above Liverpool. We're fourth. We're fourth. We're fourth. It's crazy. Anyways, back to the game. Cool. So, attack, great. Midfield, pivot. I thought the pivot for Casemiro, I thought was cool. I actually thought he did very, very well today. He was quality. He got a deflected goal, but he done well. Bruno, like I said, not his best game, not his worst game either. Was just your casual Bruno performance. So again, not his worst game, but he was okay. Rest of them, Euro, I said the way that he was. De Ligt was quality. Shaw was good. Lamens was good. I'm going to get into a moment in the game, and this is specifically after we are 3-0 up. And this is a lot of the talking points because a lot of you guys in the chat make very, very good points, which I agree with every single one of them. Shout out to my bro Kaneki. He made a very, very good point where I'm trying to pull it up right here. I seen your comment as well, Kunal, your question for Casemiro. Casemiro was quality today. Quality. And when he was taken off, yeah, we did kind of get opened up in that midfield. Today we were all united. You did the Lord's work to shut up those champions of the world bunch, and you need to run the being ahead of them gimmick this whole week. I will. Trust me, I will, Wesley. Show up on Mud Brothers. Be there on Mud Brothers on Monday. And then also, if I get a chance to run a stream with Hassam, I will definitely run it that day. I will definitely run it that day. Definitely. But yeah, we're going to get into a topic which I want to talk about because it's very, very important. And this is why I think a lot of things aren't changing. Where's that comment from Kaneki? Why can't I find it? Right here. Once again, Sheik, I'm proven right, but I don't trust some of these players and Amarim. There's a couple more comments that I have. Sheik, I can't see what Amarim is doing. It's the players for me. Let's see. A couple of more comments. I think maybe Kunal dropped one. 3-0 up. We're comfortable. Mr. Ruben Amarim decides to make a center back sub at the 55th minute. Pure coward. This is why he cannot be here. I think we are still a long way from reaching that level. I think the issue with the subs is personnel more than the actual need to substitute. I think if we get Semenyo, our attacking line will be complete. I hear that. The issue for me, though, is not even exactly the attacking line. The issue for me is more so game management. I look at it's not even necessarily the subs and who you're bringing on to. Also, it's just purely game management. I don't understand why the manager cannot make a simple instruction when I'm seeing this happen for minutes. Why are we trying to give the ball away foolishly when we're 3-0 up? Why all of a sudden the shape, the structure, the stretching the pitch, ball carrying, all of those things just go out of the window when we go 3-0 up and when they make their 3 substitutions. The issue with me is that this manager at times, not just this game, at times in other games in this season too, starts to panic and starts to fold and doesn't really have a grip of the game once the opposition makes changes and you face a little bit of adversity, even in terms of the changes too, even though the 2 goals came from mistakes, which are avoidable. Again, why I criticize a lot of players and also the manager in this team. The goal itself, the first one, the free kick, Dorgu is brought on. Dorgu plays a shit pass, has to run back now, fouls the defender. Mind you, also, we could have seen a red there. I don't know. I wouldn't have been surprised and I wouldn't have been angry if we had seen a red there for Dorgu. People could argue a red and I wouldn't even argue against you because it could have been a red. But all of that comes from a mistake from Dorgu. And then the free kick happens. Cool. Set piece. We've been defending set pieces. Great. All of that type of stuff. Cool. The goal that we conceded comes from Xerxes just not marking his man. Cool. My thing is, all these goals, those 2 goals, even though it has not a lot to do with Ruben's system and players and where they were set up in a system, it's more so to do with the mistakes. It's the inviting of pressure. It's the folding. It's the way that we set up after we concede a goal or they make changes. It's our substitutions, not the like for like that type of shit. It's that type of shit that just we still have such a long way to go. We still have such a long way to go as a team, guys. Like we really, really, really do. We make 2 changes in our pivot. We take off Casemiro. We take off Ahmad. The changes that we made at that time here, I have them on the screen right here. So the changes that we made at the time is Heaven comes on for Shaw. Dorgu comes on for Diallo. Menu comes on for Casemiro. Ugarte comes on for Cunha. Xerxes comes on for Sesko. Heaven, Dorgu, Menu. Heaven change, cool. Heaven didn't really have that big of a problem. Was actually got an assist for one of the goals at the end of the game. Heaven didn't have a problem defensively. Dorgu obviously comes on and makes that change. Does it, cool, whatever. Menu ends up making that change. Menu comes on for Casemiro. He didn't look the best either. Like, it wasn't the best of cameos for him. He kind of looked like he was lost at times. He kind of gave the ball away foolishly too. There were moments here and there where he made, good interceptions and good passes and good touches here and there. But overall, he just kind of looked lost out there. And this is not really more so much on him. This is what happens when you just get, regular minutes in a couple of games and you're just not getting to see with all these type of things. But overall, it's just the decision making. It's the manager decision making, which at times is just leaves a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to results like this. We're sitting 3-0 up, and I'll tell you this, guys, we genuinely probably didn't even have to make a change. I don't even think when we're going 3-0 up, you had to make a change right away. I think you can make a change when we concede a goal. I didn't think you had to make a change right away when we're 3-0 up. They bring their changes on. I get it. You want to kind of react to it. But kind of me as a manager in that situation would have seen how the next couple of minutes play out. If the next couple of minutes play out with massive pressure from Brighton, all of that, then it's okay. I'm like, okay, we'll make some changes because, we're under pressure and all of that. When we go 3-0 up, there's no much pressure on us. We're cruising. And then Dorgu, once he's brought on, immediately he makes that change, which comes from a corner from us. He makes that mistake, which comes from a corner from us, by the way. Go 3-1 up. We're under pressure. Just don't understand that. So it's like in situations like this, when things are going well, when you've played well defensively, when you've had the right structure defensively, Brighton looked like a completely different team in the second half. They weren't playing like this in the first half. They weren't really on the front foot in the first half. They were making sloppy passes. They were messing up the path. They were messing up the ball. All of that. Baliba had an absolute terrible game. He got hooked. I was literally making jokes that he was playing for us. I think their attack, Minte, he was able to get in good positions and was able to skin players and get past players, but it just came to the final product. And just those type of things, and they had easy avenues, 2 goals from set pieces. And it gave us just a very, very nervy last couple of minutes. And it was just so unnecessary. So unnecessary. But it's shit like this, which is why my overall point is that we're still very, very far away from a finished product. We're still very, very far away from me saying, you know what, manager, I see what you're doing. I see what you're cooking. I see the structure that you have, all of that type of stuff. It still feels to me that it's our talent, the new signings that we have on the pitch that are just getting us over the line. It's just getting us over the line. And I don't want to feel this way. I do want to be proven wrong. I do want to sit here and back this manager. I do want to do all these things, and I do want to, feel proud for my team. But I'm sorry, guys. The reality is that things haven't changed. We've gone 3 games in a row. We've beaten 2 teams have been bogey teams for us. We've been a rival. We've not won at Anfield for 10 years, but things still need to change. It's just 3 games. We could very well lose at Forest, and we're back to the same conversations, and we're back to the same type of topics, and we're back to the same thumbnails and the same headlines and the same captions and the same comments. We're back to it. So all could very much just change 1 week. We go 1 game at a time. I give him credit because he's getting a couple of these results right. I can still be critical of him. I can give him credit and still be critical in some of the things that I see. But overall, I'm buzzing. I'm happy with the win. Of course, guys. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be a negative Nancy and complain about us even winning 3 games in a row. My criticism is more towards this manager, whether this guy is the right guy to take us forward or not. I'm happy with the players that we have. I'm so happy that we signed Cunha and Mbeumo in this summer transfer window, and we revitalized our whole attack. And this game just spoke of our attack. I'm so happy with Lamens. The guy can actually fucking collect the ball. The one save that he made from Kadioglu, quality. The goals that I don't really blame him too much from. The free kick, I said it. I said if they're able to get this over the wall, I think he could beat Lamens, and that's exactly what happened. The goal was quality too. I don't really think Lamens saves that. But bar that, in situations where Lamens could control it, could control his actions, he did it perfectly. And that's like, there's nothing more than I can ask for from our goalkeeper. And I just feel safe at times with him too. It's great. It's genuinely great. So yeah, is it our new signings that are just performing well, or is it a little bit to do with our manager? I currently think it's just our new signings performing well. That's really it. Thoughts on De Ligt today? Solid every week. You agree? Yes. De Ligt's been our best center back. De Ligt's been our best defender, even though Maguire's had crucial goals and this and that. But De Ligt's been our best center back the entire season so far, and he's good. He's quality. I know a lot of people had problems about De Ligt, but I never really jumped the ship on De Ligt, and I always thought De Ligt was quality, and he's showing it now. And it's good that we're pairing him with the center backs that we do pair him, and looking well alongside Lamens too. So good, man. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with these type of dynamics in our team. I'm happy with, certain players linking well just because they're showing their quality. But I'm just still very concerned, and I'm still manager out when it comes to Ruben, because he still needs to get certain things right, and the decision making still needs to be a little bit better. But we get the 3 points. We win. Other teams around us have lost. We've somehow found ourselves 4th in the table. We go up against Forest, which will be a very tough game, because not only is it another bogey team where we did lose to last season, they have a new manager, a manager who has gotten results over us in the past couple of years. He's also a manager who doesn't play the stylistic football that we would be suited to. And it's going to be a very tough game. So cool. We go one game at a time. Good performances against Brighton, Liverpool, and Sunderland. Go and do this against Forest. Go and do this against, who is it after, Tottenham or Newcastle? Go and do it against those teams. And we will be in a different conversation. We will be in a different conversation. So that is really it, people, in terms of our match reaction. I just quickly wanted to get a couple of things off my chest and reiterate that I am still manager out and things still need to change. But the great win. I'm very happy with our strikers. Cunha, man of the match for me. Just man of the match for me. Absolute quality. Special shout out to Mbeumo. Special shout out to a lot of players in our team. Cass was good. He was quality. De Ligt was quality. Lamens is quality. Good. Shout out to all of them. So yeah, that is pretty much it in terms of our match reaction. Let me set up this raid to flawless real quick. If you guys have any more questions, comments, anything for me, definitely let me know, people, and I will get to them real quick. Let's see. Let me set this up. Guys are tuning in too. We're 2 likes away from the goal of 20. So if you guys can 2 more likes and we're at 20 likes, I would really appreciate it, chat. And thank you, just all you guys, for tuning in, man. You guys really help out when it comes to the channel and all that type of stuff. So, man said bring back Collier. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wouldn't mind having Collier back though, for sure. Wouldn't mind having Collier back at all. But yeah, thank you guys. Cunha, man of the match. We get the 3 points, 4-2 winners. We don't have a negative goal difference. We've won 3 games in a row. Our attack looks great. A lot more positives than negatives for sure. Definitely. A lot more positives than negatives for sure in terms of all the things that I just mentioned. And I have a great rest of my weekend. And I get to go and do hate-alongs now. So a hate-along for Brentford is already well and underway. The hate-along for Chelsea was beautiful earlier today. I get to do a hate-along for Arsenal tomorrow. So, it's just great. So, yeah. Big up to everyone. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. This has been the match reaction. Manchester United have just beaten Brighton 4-2. Goals from Casemiro, a brace from Mbeumo, and Cunha get us over the line, and we finally get 3 points against Brighton at home. Thank you to everyone all for tuning in. I will catch you guys on Monday for Mud Brothers, where we'll have everybody, the madness. We'll be discussing all of this. We are the 3-point collectors currently, only at this moment. So it's going to be a great stream on Monday. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. Matthew, YG, Kunal, Madman, Wesley, Certified, Luman, Kaneki, Lucian, Timu. Let's see who else we got here. I said Lucian, I said Luman. Godfrey, YG, if I didn't say YG, Certified, AJ, big up to all you guys. And then last but not least, Flawless for the raid as well. So big up. We're going to be rating back to Flawless, Sarcasm City TV Extra, where he's running a Brentford versus Liverpool watch along, hate along. So you guys go watch that if you guys are not up to anything. Make sure you guys go subscribe, like the video as well. And YG, I'll see you in about 2 minutes on 2K. So big up. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Stream will take you over to Flawless. Support him and love every single time. Big up. Take care. Take care. Take care. Take care.